to show you how to paint this beautiful eagle with acrylic paint, step by step, in real time. That way you can follow along with me. And I do it for beginners and all levels. My name is Allison Pryor. Let's get started. Now for the body, this one's nice and dark. We can darken up a little bit more. Let's just go with a little bit of black and a little bit of brown. You don't want to use pure black all the time. Every time you need to use black, always add another color to it, just so it won't be so flat. Okay, so let's darken up that wing over here. Some brown and some black. You can even add a bit of red to it if you want. If you want to. There we go. Straighten out your edge or whatever. You might have a better edge than I do. Good. Perfect. Now, in the center here, while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm going to do the center here. So I'm just going to add, let me see. I'm going to put on a bit of brown just to put another coat on there because that dried. So sometimes you have to re-wet it because acrylics dry fast. So sometimes you have to re-wet it. And it's okay because it doesn't matter if it's exactly the same brown as long as it's brown. It'd be harder if you had to get exactly the same color and you were mixing them and then you had to remix them. You tried to get the same color. It might be difficult. So that's why I never worry about. I want all the colors to be whatever browns. If I had to go over that blue sky in the background, I wouldn't really mind having the color a little different. I wouldn't worry about it too much. I'd just go over it if I had to. Okay, so now that I got that cleaned up a little bit, I'm going to put on, let's see, some brown on my brush. Some brown. And let's see, some red. I'm just going to dip into red. And some yellow on the other side or wherever. And I'm just going to get all these colors. Try and get some nice colors. I might need more yellow. Test it out first. Here's what you're trying to get. Just watch. We are trying to get this. Now, if I can get something close to that, I'd be happy. Alright, so let's try, see what happens. It's a flat chiseled edge brush. Alright, and the colors are separated. And I'm taking the chiseled edge and I'm pulling down on the top of the chest. And I'm pulling down so I can get those ends, red, yellow, and brown. I'm pulling down so I can get those ends there. See? So you can get them to feather out at the end there. Okay. So, let's try it. Pull, pull, pull. If it's too red or too pink, or just go back in and get more brown and more yellow. See if that helps. Okay. So, you may have to go over it a couple of times to get what you're looking for. All I'm doing here, now the feathers on the picture may not even look like this, but it'll probably look a little brighter on the chest. I'm just doing this for the artistic look. How's that? That's what I'm saying. There's no right or wrong. You just do what you feel and what you like. I mean, I'm teaching you what I'm doing, you know, and so you're going by what I'm doing. But when you're finished and you get more experience, you pick up your own style and you pick up your own colors and change the colors in photos, you know. You don't have to do it all exactly the same as what you see. As long as when it's done and you like what you see, that's the main thing. That's all you need to worry about. Alright, so there we go. Okay. Well, if you've seen some of the paintings that sold for millions of dollars that were in the paper lately, you wouldn't believe it. And you worry about your own. Depends what people like and depends if you're famous. So I'm just going to let that sit there like that. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, and then now I'm going to get, let's see, what kind of brush will we use for the next one? Let's use that that liner. I really like that liner brush. That's an easy brush to work with. This one here is not a liner brush, it's a round brush actually, because it's bigger than a liner brush. It's got a pointy edge. That's what I like about it. It's really pointy on the edge here. Nice. So here we go. So let's get our flat brush. I got the pointy edge one, but I'm going to take this and clean this up a bit too. So I'm going to take a bit of red and brown. Red and brown, and just fill that in again, okay? Alright, so then we can have that. You got any lines that you can see? Just cover them up. Because where you drew it out with the carbon paper, you're probably going to be able to see that. If you got a reddish tint on this one, or brown, you know, if it's too red, just go in and get some brown. Good. Pick up a little bit of black, put that down here so we can separate those wings. Good. Let's bring that out a little bit, just a little bit, so it's separated from the top one there. Good. That's good enough for me. There we go. Now, here's my little tiny brush. I might have to wait for that to dry. I'm going to use a little bit of yellow. A little bit of yellow. Look at the mess I got made. Isn't that cool? A bit of yellow and a little tiny bit of brown. I think just so it won't be too yellow. Just for those wings. And let's make some smiley faces. A little smiley face here and here. A little smiley. Smile, smile. Smile, smile. Little smile. There we go. Go get some more paint. A little smile. And we'll go on the edge of here. Down here, here, and here. Good. And then you can take your brush and line out the edge here so it's separated. Just separate that. It's almost like a highlight or the beginning of some feathers. Good. This is with the round brush with a little tiny top on it. Okay. See, it gives me all kinds of lines. Skinny lines, whatever kind of lines I want. I like it. Alright. Now, more smileys. Alright, just using some yellow and a little, I mixed in a little bit of, accidentally mixed in a little bit of red, but that's okay. So I'm just making some smiles. Here we go. There we go. And they don't have to be really sticking out. Some can be faded. Little smile here and there. There we go. Now these feathers are a lot more elaborate if you look at the picture. So, but for the video I'm just going to make this, like I said, these are very simple techniques. But if you're more advanced and you go ahead and put the feathers in as you see them. Okay? Because some of these could be joined up and there could be some in between and all kinds of good stuff. Okay, but I'm just going to leave that like that for now. And what I'm going to get a little bit more yellow, and I'm going to put a few little ones over here. They're just going to pull in, pull in, pull in, pull in off the line, pull in, just to make it look like there's some feathers there, okay? And you want to put more in here, you certainly can. You want to put more in between, or, you know, have a look at the picture and see where they fit. You make them even more smiley, right? More smiley. You make them smile, smile. See, you can even put some here like this. Join up those two. Join up those two. Join up those two. Join up those two. So you can join them up and that makes it more like feathers. Join up. More smiles. Maybe some lighter ones there. I'm not going to go through that because I'll take all day. I'm taking all day now as it is. Okay, and so there we go. Pull in some more. Good. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the middle of the belly, and we're almost finished now actually, so let's see. Okay, so let's just finish up the body there in the middle right here. We'll go with our little liner brush and just put a few little smiley, or not quite so smiley, kind of a straighter line coming down here, and a few lines in here as just the illusion of some feathers. And like I say, you can make your feathers a lot better than this. Maybe I'll do a video on how to do feathers. Right now I just want to get this painting finished for you, and you can look up on your picture and see what way the feathers look on your picture. Like I said, they can line up and then they'll all come together when you line them up. Okay, so I'll just let those go in there, little smiley faces. Good. And these over here just come down, just pull in a few feathers. They can be straight or crooked or whatever way you want to see it on your picture there, because it's an illusion. That's off a little bit, so if they end up getting off a little bit, just take them out, okay? Take them out and put them back in. So I didn't like that. So I will put them back in when I get that dried a little bit. So I'm just going to go back in. I'm just going to clean up some of my feathers over here. You know, you go back and clean up whatever you need to. Okay? Just clean up everything. Make sure everything is to make you happy. If you put a smile on your face, you look at that and say, you know, it's not too bad. Then you know that you got a nice painting. So just make yourself happy, okay? Just make yourself happy. And if for some reason you do painting and you can't get it, and it just keeps making you, I don't know, frustrated or whatever, then leave it for a while and go on to something else. Just leave it for a little while. Give it a chance to settle in. And then when you go back and look at it, it may look different. It may look a little different to you. It might look better. And maybe you'll just see some parts where you can fix it up and make it. It might be just one part of the painting that you don't like. Okay, so don't worry too much. Relax. So let's try the feet. Let's see if we can get the feet done. You don't have a lot to do now. A few flowers, a few highlights on the feet. So let's go with the darker, with some red, some brown. All right. Some red and some brown, and we'll use that for some shadows in here, in between the talons here. Whoops, it's a little bit too red, so you need a bit of brown. Good, and then we'll put that here, and we'll put another bit here. Just some shadows, bring it out a little bit more, okay? And put the shadows where you think you need them, and then put on some more, clean your brush and get a bit more yellow. And put some yellow on here because it looks like it needs a second coat, doesn't it? Good. A little bit of a second coat here, and then we can fix up that one that I made a mess of. See, I'm only the same as everybody else. Just having some fun. I'm not going to let it worry me too much. I'm just going to do my thing. A little bit of a highlight here. Let me put a little more highlight on some parts of it, because if you want to say the sun is coming in from the right, then that's the parts that will be brighter, okay? Think about where your sun is coming from. Good, and then you might want to clean up the talons. Alright, so let's get those straightened away. There we go. Okay, I think I got that one a little too thick. Oh, well, it's not too bad. And there we go. And like I said, now when I finish this video, I might go back into this painting and I might fix up a few things. but yeah, there we go. So now let's go with our flat brush, flat chiseled edge brush. Okay, there you are. And see that back wing here? Let's do something with that. So let's get some white paint, and clean up and put some white in here. Get those feathers come out. Good. And down here, separate those feathers down here. And let's go in here. And I'm going to show you something now to make those feathers look nice around the bottom. Just putting in this first. Good. Let's just put these in. Get that much done. And that's your shadow up there. Pull up a little bit of feather in there to make it all blend. Now, what you want to do is get a filbert brush. So just get your filbert brush. See how it's rounded on the top there? It's not totally square. I hope you can see that. That one says number 6. So make sure your brush is a bit damp. And dip it in some white. And because it's rounded on the bottom, it will give you those nice round feathers. So touch, and you got your feather shape, and pull up. Pull up. Touch. Let's get one right here. And pull up. And touch. I think we need a bit of shadow color with that. So just go into a little tiny bit of blue. Touch. And pull up. So your brush will do the work for you, okay? Because it's got the shape. Touch and pull up. Let's see. Touch and pull up. See, it's got that roundness already made for you. You don't have to try and round it out. Your brush will do it for you, okay? So here we go. So get yourself a filbert brush. Great. Filbert brushes are great for flowers too. You gotta have a filbert brush. Alright, so we'll just leave that for now. Or we can put a little bit of shadow color, which is the purple and red I used. You can use any color you want. And here, just to break it up a little bit here, okay? Good. Alright. Trying my best to get this in between there. There we go, I think. There we go, I think. Okay, so we'll leave that like that for now. And what I'll do is I will put some more, I'm going to keep the filbert brush out while I got it. Put some more dark brown. I might take some brown, just a burnt umber, and put a few little cracks in this here. Good. Maybe put some up here and here. Just put some cracks wherever you see them. Make it up as you go along, because you don't have a picture on my painting for what he's standing on, unless you can find one, something like that. Or you can look up some stumps and follow those. Look up some pictures of stumps, all right? And then you'll be able to see where the cracks are, and that'll help you. So let's just keep working on this here. Darken it up nice and dark in here, because it would be shadowed in here, wouldn't it? On this side. Good. And now to make it a little more interesting, put some white on your brush, your filbert brush, and put some little bits of white on the edges here where the sun is shining down. There we go. Gives it a little bit more interest. Oh, I just lost my brown. Okay. Okay, I'll go get it in a minute. So just put on little bits of white here and there. on the edges of the dark. That'll give it a little more interest. So little details do give your painting a little more interest, okay? There we go. Good. Good, good, good. All right, let's see. Here we go. Oops, I keep losing. That filbert brush is sort of soft, so when I push a little tiny bit too hard, it spreads open. So if that don't work for you, then go get a nice little liner brush or a brush that's a little more stiff, okay? So I just wanted to try it. And I want you to see what happens, because I know I have a lot of people that I talk to on my Facebook page, and I have a group on there called Acrylic Painting for the Beginner. If you want a link to it, it's all kinds of beginners in there, and people giving advice, more experienced people giving advice, and it's a great little group, I must say. Over 5,000 people in there from all over the world. Is amazing me, and it's my group, but I love it. So if you want a link to that, just email AllisonPryor@yahoo.com and I'll send you the link. Or maybe I'll put the link in the description. I'll see now, as long as I don't forget. Sometimes I forget to put certain things in my links. Okay, so that'll do. You can always do more with it. If it's too dark, you can lighten it up again. So what else do you see? Flowers? A few flowers? Okay. Alright, a few more flowers and then we'll finish it up, but you can do whatever you want. Down here I left out a few feathers, so just the same thing, just a bit of yellow, maybe a little darker because it's they're hidden underneath the wing there. So put a bit of brown together with a little bit of yellow probably, and we'll just throw in a few little lines here just to give it the illusion of some feathers going on in there. Okay, that's all you have to do, just it's an illusion. That's all painting is, an illusion, and shapes and illusions, okay? It's not real, it's only paint. So, yeah, a few flowers. So here we go. Let's just put in a couple little flowers, and then you can put in as many as you want, okay? So take your brush. This is the one with the long line, the round brush with the skinny tip. And I'm going to take the back of that brush right here. And I am going to put in a few little roses. So take the back of your brush and dip it into white and dip it into red. Just go around in a circle. And then find a spot that you want to put a rose. Let's say over here, and just go around in a circle. And make a little rose. Okay, let's see if I can get closer so you can see that. Okay, so I'll just put a few little flowers around, then you can finish it up. So I'll put a little rose there, I'll put a little rose here. Needs a bit more white. Dip into white, dip into red. Little roses. There we go. Put in a couple more. And, there we go. So I'm just going to do those couple, and then I'm just going to do, you can do also a yellow rose and a white, you know, whatever colors you want. All right. So we'll do a little yellow. Dip into yellow, dip into white like we did. And then just put in a couple yellow roses like that. Or yellow flowers. Just use the back of your brush. That's it. Simple as pie. So go back in and get some white and some red, and leave some of the yellow on there if you like, and just make another circle. Get some more flowers over here. Oh, did you see that? You missed it. There it is. Okay, good. And what else? And then you can use the back of your brush to put maybe a red dot in here. Okay. And then we'll take this brush, the front of it, and we'll put some white on there. And then we'll just make some lines out from the red. Touch and pull, and we get a little daisy or something that's in the field there. There we go, just these lines coming out from the red. Good. It's little flowers. You put in whatever kind of flowers you want. Put in some sunflowers and stuff, right? So I'm not going to do much more with that. And then I'm going to put some yellow on one side and green on the other. I'm just going to make some of these little stems. Boop. So you can make little stems. And then you can just touch and make some nice little leaves. That's all. Simple as pie. And some more leaves. And you can also do some highlights. Put some more roses up here in different places, and flowers, and do whatever you want. And then take a bristle brush, and I'm going to put in some more grass around the stump. So I'm going to dip into some green, some blues, and whatever. And I'm going to put it around the stump. So I'm just going to tap, 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 tap around the stump. And I'm going to pull up some grass. So dip into some green, maybe a bit of yellow. And tap, 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 tap. And pull, 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 pull. Good. And if you want to highlight some of those areas, just take some yellow and a bit of green right there. Tap into yellow and green. And then just add a few little highlights. And make sure you can see that. A few little highlights in different places. Very easy. See, you just touch, 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 tap, 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 tap. Different places with your bristle brush. That'll make it even look like just more flowers there. Good. So I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope it helped. If you've got any questions, you can email me at allisonpryor@yahoo.com. And I'd love to see your paintings when they're finished. Or if you have any questions. Oh, cute little eagle. Isn't that cute? Alright, so go ahead and paint that eagle, and I'd love to see it if you can, and leave some comments. Don't forget to subscribe and like so we can. I have lots more videos coming up. Next one I'm hoping to do is flesh tones. A really easy way to do flesh tones. I think you'll like it. So, signing out, Allison Pryor. See you in the next video. Happy painting, everybody.